What is your relationship with submission? It's your brother DABID Gademshi. That's the me. Family, I want to talk to y'all about submission because I'm realizing how deep and important it is that an individual has the skill of submission. Now, a lot of times when we have the picture of submission in mind, we have like subserviency or some kind of, I need a yes man or a yes woman, or I just need folks who ready to go, ride or die, those kind of vibes. And all those things are in tandem, they are in alignment. But when I start to think about self, I start thinking about submission first from self, because in and of your own individuality, as an individual unto your own self, you are the quality of God, the spirit I am, the living God, as a man, as a woman. So you have the I am source self, then you have the personality self, then you have the forms in which the personality tries to be, which is like, let me be this way for my mom, let me be this way for my uncle, let me be this way for my nephew. And then you have now all of these types of perceptions of yourself that you have to govern and control, or they control and govern you. That's it. That's it. Y'all like scripture? Here it comes. Is this one actually a scripture spirit? I don't remember whether this is scripture or not, but it basically goes like, the mind is a terrible master, a good servant, but a terrible master. There it goes. Y'all can find that wherever y'all like to quote. But when I hear that and I feel into that, what is the mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a sovereign I am individual, as a quality of God, as a consciousness, individuality, an individual element of God's consciousness as a human being right now. What is the mind if it's not something to train? Hmm? Well, if it's not something to train, it's something to defend, because how you see life is going to be how you choose to see it. And then your whole perception is going to be keeping it the way you know, keeping it the way you know, keeping it the way you know. So if you're not the one deciding on how it is, then you're listening to how you decided already. This means you're living from the past. And that means you're not teaching yourself. You're allowing to yourself to be taught from the previous experience. Now, this is sometimes wisdom. If you burnt the food by cooking it at 475 degrees, maybe it's good that you read the packet this time and say 375 degrees. That's a whole bunch of mistakes you don't have to make. And in the same hand, you don't need to make the mistakes to know the right way to go about it. So let me talk to you guys about this in this video. See, when it comes to being submissive, the quality of submission is from the only order that there is. Before an individual even reflect the quality of how he or she received themselves, they must first declare that I am. Here comes another scripture. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Christ is Lord. Because everybody one day is going to realize that I am God alone with all of my own self. There's only one of us here. There's only one race. There's only one race. We just have a lot of variants. There's only one phone. You have a lot of case colors. It's like you have one consciousness. You have different phones that you can use. It's like you have one cell phone network. T-Mobile. All right, everybody's connected. Hello, goodbye. Everybody's connected. Okay. Well, I want to use a Nokia. Okay, what's up, Asian brother? I want to use Huawei. Okay, what's up? So and so, and then everybody's basically connected on the same thing with different forms of which we show up, but we all utilizing the mind the same. So every single soul can learn from what I'm about to say. Every single individual and every single race variant can understand what I'm about to say, which is this exactly. Who are you listening to when it's, let's say, 6:30 p.m. and you've just arrived to the place you call home? You feel some grumbling, you hear some rumbling in your belly somewhere. Who is that? What is that? Somebody will say, I'm hungry. You're hungry? Okay, let's get you some food. But what we really want to understand is that your body is calling for nutrients. Your body, not you, your body. I didn't say am body, because I'm not exactly my body. My body is a gift of God's own reflection through the form in which my parents represented. You know what I'm saying? So, what am I listening to? I'm listening to my stomach. My stomach. Who is my? Great question. Let's investigate. Who is my? Because I do want to rub my knees because my knees are a little achy. Who's my? You know? And how good is my taking care of these knees? You know? And that's exactly the quality of the spirit, because without the spirit, this body can't even move. See? But what would you look like if you only subject yourself to what your body wants? You're a slave. You're a slave. You're a slave. You're just not a slave to any kind of external sources or forces unless you're really about to go buy these gummy snacks because, you know, you got a sugar craving right now that you're obeying. You got a sugar craving right now that is the creed and the law. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I got a fucking sugar craving that I cannot revolt against, bitch. I'm about to go buy these M&Ms. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't understand the quality and receiving from your own body, from the quality of the physical body, from the quality of nourishment, then you want to introduce yourself to the term called fasting. That's basically saying, I am choosing not to. Who is choosing? Because it seems like the body don't have a choice now. So who's there? Is there someone here? I am here. Is there somebody? Of course there's somebody. I am somebody. So the I am is the decision maker. And the body follows. Y'all like some new scripture? Now, this is not a scripture written in the Bible, but y'all can write this somewhere. The body follows the mind. That's not something you need to write. You can watch. Has anybody's body ever shown up in the kitchen before saying, I'm going to the kitchen? Have you just shown up in the kitchen first and then you was like, I'm going to the kitchen? Oh, wait, I'm already here. No, actually, the thought goes first. Then the body follows next. I'm going to the kitchen. All right, boom, 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 boom. Da-doom, close the door. I'm in the kitchen now. Why is this? Well, it's because the body follows the mind. So we have to understand the quality of our true one mind as the mind of God and operate from that space. If not, then we can find ourselves falling into the commands of our digestive system, the commands of our intestinal tract, and the whatever we may be holding in our intestinal tract, whether it could be excess amounts of yeast. People like bread. Maybe you've been eating bread all day, all night, girl. You know that you're not supposed to be laying up in the bed with the bread. But it's 11:59, about to be 12 midnight, and you got 2 loaves of bread in your bed. What are you doing, girl? What you doing, sis? What you're doing is preparing your digestive system to tell you what to get. Yeah. Yeah, everything that we do is done habitually, again, by our body. Yeah, you eat this sweets and you eat this sugar right now, the whole taste buds tell the brain, oh, heaven have mercy, right? Then you start digesting it, then it gets to the digestive system, then it's like, oh, this sugar feels incredible over here at 11 p.m. Guess what happens tomorrow at 11 p.m.? The digestive system's going to be like, yo, brain, you got something for us up there. Y'all don't have no more sweets, though. And that's going to sound like a sugar craving. So now we have this body and digestive element of, self needing, to be regenerated, to be nourished, to be supplemented, to be fed, right? But then there's also other parts of us that want to eat. You know that? Well, here comes a nice little picture. There's 2 wolves. And the one that lives is the one that you feed. So if you're overly excited about always finding these flavors and tastes and foods and things, then your body's leading you mostly. And that's okay. Not to say that you're supposed to be a breatharian tomorrow. I love my food and I make it really good too. I'm not eating oxygen right now. I have no interest in that. You feel me? But there are other qualities of our psyche, our developed character as a quality of God that seek to consume. And this could happen in the perception of intimacy or relationship or love, affection, physical affection, for an example, right? Let's go to physical affection because this video is going to be hot. Yes. So, in the quality of physical affection, let's say I am minding my business as I am, building my soul and and expanding the qualities of my spirit so I can see it and I can hear it and I can feel it in the lives of other people that I've impacted. And then I see this woman, and this woman is, I'm not sure how to make this example here, but let's just say this woman is eye catching. Let me use those words, right? Just because this woman is simply eye catching does not mean that my plans, my decision, and my way about going about the way I'm going about life today is supposed to change. Okay? I'm choosing to be in the practice of semen retention going on 3 years. I meet this woman. Am I going to change my plans because I meet somebody in the day? No. Whose plans are these? Are these my body's plans? These are not my body's plans. These are my plans. These are I am's plans. These are God's plans. So I don't care what she got on or what she don't got on. That's none of my business. In fact, I don't even have much interest. Why is that? Well, that's because I'm not led by that form of quality of myself. And I have been led by that form of quality of myself. And I know exactly what to do when it's time to do. With that said, this is not that time. Goodbye. But it's important. I feel like people need that. I feel like people need that because you don't always have to say yes to every craving that comes. You're the one in control here. But let me teach you guys a secret. The more you exercise will, domination over your physical, the more you stay in superiority over your physical. Basically, what it means is every single time you overcome or let's say I would say overcome what they call these things, tests, or they call them temptations. Every single time you overcome or win in the context over a temptation, choose higher, the will or the power, the potency, or I would say the potency of that temptation slides into your willpower. And your willpower grows tenfold upon the form of the temptation. So basically, you overcome a strong temptation, your ability to like wipe the slate clean with all those type of temptations is going to be 10 times easier now because you've already done it and you've already stood in your principles and your morals. And now your principles and morals have increased in their range of value in your own psyche, in your own cognitive ability of saying yes and saying no. But this all comes from being subservient to your own self. This all comes from being subservient to I am, because it's not me, the personality, deciding that, oh, I'm trying to be this so everybody sees me like I'm this. Nah, it's not like that, brother. I'm not trying to do nothing for y'all because y'all can't give me shit. I'm doing everything for the only one that can actually give anyone anything. And that's why I'm cool, because I'm like, nah, y'all can't give me shit. That's illusion. If you bringing anything, it's because I had it already and you're just matching it. That's different, you know? So I wanted to share this video, make this video, because I've really been tuning into being more submissive. I know I use the term subservient, but it's the same, because you are subservient the form of your I am, the higher self. And I find it's the best way to live. I find it's the most aligned way to live. I find it's the most balanced and non-imbalance creating pattern that I found. Is not choosing what my personality desires unless my personality desires are already in alignment with mine. I know this download is a download. This one is down. This is a download, and y'all need to take notes of this, and y'all need to start putting yourselves in these arrangements of alignment. Now, this to someone could look like going plant-based, because they've been hearing that within themselves. They've been seeing the signs. They've been feeling the aches. They've been feeling the pains. They've been feeling the sluggishness. They've been getting bloated. All that kind of shit. That's just for you to hear the alarm. You late, but you on time now. Somebody else is, I need to start having more compassion in these conversations, because such and such and such and such. Everybody's guidance and how they're choosing to acknowledge it. I'm choosing to decide that it's the only thing that exists. Because I'm bored. I'm not listening to nobody else, and I don't want to hear nothing else that somebody else said, and I'm tired of contemplating. So whatever Spirit said, it's the law. Thank you. And y'all want to have some lunch? With that being said, stay true to you, family. And if you're going to serve anyone, serve the only one, God alone. Peace. God with us, we are individuals. But collectively, we are God. Peace.